Yeah, I see just a lot of camaraderie. I see the guys, the glue's starting to stick a little bit more, and the guys are starting to feel each other out and really get the inside three. Really kind of you can see that mesh, but now the tackles, whatever combination of the tackles are, you can see those guys kind of sticking together and feeling out as well. So it looks like it's coming together. And I thought this last game they played really well overall as a group. Played fundamentally sound run game. And did a lot of really good things, and there's always things to clean up, but those guys are really coming together. Yeah, I mean, you see the physicality when you put on the film. Guys are finishing. You're seeing people put other people on their back. You see the domination. You see the line surge up front, and then you see the continuity and the communication, and you hear it when I talk to them. So what I see on film is what I'm getting out of their mouth from the sideline and when we get to the meeting. So you can see that growth, and it's taking steps every year. It always does. Especially when you got 5 guys working as one, it takes some time to really hone in, and you can see that the game experience, those guys being together, really come together.
Did you see like a for instance from this past week that you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really one. There's a combination. I mean, just even like the last drive, we ran the ball 10 times, started at the 26-yard line, or started at the 19 and went to the 26-yard line, but you could see the violence, the physicality, the mentality that who we are and what we can do this week, and just excited to see what we do the rest of the time. I think when you're starting quarterback at Michigan, you tend to have pressure, but he needs to not just put it on himself, which he did last game. Thought he played extremely well, maybe his best one that he's played. So really, that's a kid with very high expectations of himself, as we have high expectations of him, but putting too much pressure, and at the end of the day, he's just got to go out there and be himself, and that's all we need him to do.
And from your vantage point, is there clarity with the quarterback 2 position? Where are you guys at with the backup role?
Still working on it right now. Looks like it'll be Tuttle, but we'll still work on it and see how that goes. I mean, I think it's just the mentality of who the kids are, who we want to be, and there's a point where they know we're running it, we know we're running it, and you got to stop us, and that's the mentality that we take. And I think sometimes you can overthink it, and then I think with our guys you don't need to. With the mentality that they have and the way that Blake's run the football, sometimes you just need to attack and be downhill. Yeah, he had a little thing that he's working through. Yeah, came back in, working through it. We'll practice today and be fine. So, but LD has just proved that he's such a good player, and he's been so reliable, and he's just improved every week. So had to give him the opportunity, and he did really well. So we'll continue to rotate those guys, work those guys in, and it always helps to keep guys fresh. I remember when I played, we rotated like 8 or 9 guys. So I think that's really going to help, and we're going to need everybody. We're going to need 10 guys to take us to where we need to be.
Much was made about Ryan Day's comments about the toughness of his own team. How much do you think physicality?
I just laughed.
Yeah. How much do you think the physicality that you guys show has given you guys a psychological edge and that identity over opponents?
I mean, I think that's just who we are. I think that's who Michigan is, built on blue collar, built on toughness. I'm not going to comment or speculate on anything that he said. I just know who we are and what we want to do. And I know that's what people see, and if they don't see it, our job as we play is to show them. So that's what we pride ourselves on, and we're just going to continue to build ourselves that way. Yeah, I mean, I think, just because he's a playmaker, so we'll find different ways to get him the football, and when you got a guy like Blake and him, it gives you a chance to have that 1-2 punch, and we'll continue to work that thing in. But Donovan, to his credit, he's been super stealth. He's been great. He's worked his tail off, and he might have had his best practice of the week or the season yesterday. So I mean, the kid's just working his tail off, and we're just excited for what he's going to do in these next coming games. No, I mean, hydrate. We'll use Glick, but mentally, our guys are just prepared for things to happen. It could snow tomorrow. They wouldn't be minded. The big guys are always probably the biggest adjustment because they don't like being hot anyways, but they'll get over it. And once it's game time, the adrenaline, all that happens. The weather doesn't matter at that point.
I was wondering if cramping becomes a little bit harder.
Yeah, hydration's a huge piece of it, and I know Abigail and our guys are always hydrating anyway. They're overhydrated, regardless of what the weather is, because you can cramp in cold weather. So those guys do a really good job of that, and it'll just be pushing those fluids even more. Big, strong up front, experienced guys that have played a lot of football. They do multiple things front-wise, coverage-wise. So it'll be a great challenge and a great environment for us. But those guys, they play really well. They're really, really stout against the run. I think they're like #1 in rush defense in the country. So it's a great challenge for the players.